Tonight on Big Brother, is Christina preparing to lose Peter?
I don't know who's going to go this week.
I reckon Pete will.
And the house gets a new guest.
Come on, Eddie. You keep walking. Come on. Take it out the backyard. Come on.
Day 32, Judgment Day for the body replica task, with 60% of the shopping budget at risk. Nominees Gordon and Lisa are more worried about Sunday's eviction.
Peter and I are seeing a psychologist. I don't know if you wanted to see that person as well.
No.
Okay.
Unless something bad happens.
Can be arranged.
Under the Big Brother rules, all the housemates have confidential access to a psychologist. The third nominee, Peter, has the chickens to tend to. This morning, they've rewarded his newfound kindness with 3 eggs for breakfast.
How much has Sarah Marie got to do with you, Lisa?
Nothing. She's just got to do the head.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sarah Marie has been under pressure from the other housemates for being behind with her body double of Lisa.
We had to measure around our head, didn't we? Can I measure around your head, please?
Should you use the measurements off the sheet, perhaps? Because
Yeah, I'm double checking.
Oh, no, that's cool. It's just that the measurements you might be taking now might be different from the ones we wrote down.
Did you like the first one?
Just an idea.
Yeah, it's all right.
The model has to be freestanding. They must measure within 2 centimetres of the person they've been copied from, and they must also be recognisable. There's only 5 hours to go before they're
It's
judged.
all right if we have just slight patches.
Yeah, it's all right because you put skin over it.
Yeah, good.
Where's the flower?
Lisa was also criticised for starting late with her model of Sarah Marie.
Yeah.
I'm in the sun over there.
Jem, if you want to put it on the Barbie, because that does make it easier, I reckon, to do the bum and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm okay here for the minute, I think. I've not really got a lot of contact with stuff on the ground. Only his bum, really.
Because whatever's touching is what comes up.
Big Brother has provided a photocopier so the replicas can be made as recognisable as possible.
Boys everywhere. I've got the chunkiest ones ever. Right, you pressing that? Yeah, okay.
Don't want me to close my eyes.
See? You weren't pushing that much.
Harder?
No, we'll do this one. So say that's the screen. Have it pushing like
my
that.
lips and
to your
nose.
lips and your chin and your nose. Okay? Eyes closed?
The photocopying was a one-off activity to finish the model. Copying your face and not closing your eyes is dangerous.
Fattest man alive.
Oh, how bad.
Despite leaving it until the last minute, Sarah Marie finished her replica
wicked.
just in time.
So on.
The deadline for the task has arrived. The result is in the hands of Big Brother and will be announced after the models are collected, measured and judged. Christina has another anxiety apart from the task.
Yeah.
she fears she could be about to lose Peter.
I don't know who's going to go this week.
I reckon he will.
Who?
I reckon Pete will.
Do you reckon? Why, because of the chooks? Don't know.
If they were, like, bold enough to single him out and show him an episode, there must be some serious stuff going on out there. And say that people are upset when they are kind of breaking their own rules in a way that we're not allowed to know anything about the outside world.
Yeah,
must
true.
be pretty serious.
Oh, it tastes beautiful.
Piece of the whole
This
body.
is Big Brother.
Oh.
Yo, what's up?
We found.
It's time to announce the results of this week's task.
Oh, I have a bit.
All of them qualified as freestanding.
That means no.
6 of them measured correctly. Only 2 were deemed to be recognisable.
Deemed to recognise it.
You have failed. Your budget next week will be $88.
You beauty!
Anjo.
They didn't read that.
How funny is that? Question to you all. If we could fast forward it to Thursday, right, like to now, when we got the task, and we knew we were going to fail, would you have still done it?
Yeah.
No, I would have bet 25% and not done a thing.
Yeah, I like that call.
I would have done it.
I would have
This
done
3
it,
days I do nothing.
No, that was not enjoyable. It was solitary. There was no group.
For some.
No, there was
I
no
enjoyed
group
it, mate.
activity.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, but what have you made a person? I might have made something.
It drove me
That wasn't good as pairs.
It also actually taught me something about myself. I actually thought I was a little bit more patient than what I really was. There were times where I got actually very frustrated.
Short fuse, mate. Get used to it.
I used to heaps of
I
that.
thought I was a lot more patient. Yeah.
Who will be evicted from the house this week? Once again, the voting is neck and neck. Your phone call will make all the difference. Here's how to make your vote count. If you want Peter to go, call 1902 555 012. If you want Peter to stay, you vote for either Gordon or Lisa. Their numbers will be shown later in the program. Please note the call costs are 55 cents including GST, and voting ends 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next Sunday the 27th of May, when final results will be released and Big Brother's 4th eviction will be shown live on 10. Next, the Big Brother housemates become 10 again. The loss of 60% of next week's shopping money is made more severe by a decision the housemates made 3 days earlier. Big Brother asked them if they would like a dog for a pet, and they said yes.
We were in the bedroom 2-3 days ago, whatever it was, discussing shall we get the dog. And the thing is, yeah, we had to know that we're going to be in this situation where we're not going to have enough money. We're not going to win a budget, and we have to pay for the dog.
That's right.
And we made that decision. We made that decision.
It just becomes
The dog's our responsibility, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a priority.
It becomes
In
a
the
family
budget,
member.
you say?
If we suffer the
Say
dog,
we have to buy its food, okay?
But the thing
And we
is,
get like.
the dog is completely 100% dependent on
us.
us.
But we're
Exactly.
completely 100% dependent. Oh, that's not true.
We
We're
can
dependent on
Exactly.
ourselves,
No,
actually. We're dependent on ourselves.
That's why we have to set the dog a task. Otherwise, it's not
They
fair
can't.
enough.
So much food.
If he's just like coming on for the ride and he's not pulling his fair
have
share of the work.
Still only a pup.
We will.
Bro, he's
There's
useless
none
on
of
a
us
boat.
here in the dog by itself. The dog has survived for months on end.
Yeah, but that's not that's totally missing the point. We're saying that while we're here and the dog's in our care, the dog has to be given
the
first
point
priority.
is you're trying to say that it's absolutely helpless. It's not helpless. The dog is not helpless.
The dog's more helpless than you are.
If as I just said to Jeb, if okay, let's stop food right now. No more food in this whole house. We'd all be dead before the dog, without a doubt.
There would be a lot of people.
You're anti-human.
There would be a lot of people who would agree with both of you. There would be a lot of people who would agree with both points of view. There would be some people who would say that Gemma is being highly emotional towards animals, and there would be some people who would say that you're being completely insensitive to animals.
You wouldn't get a
I
pet
wouldn't get a
because.
pet unless I couldn't afford to feed it.
Exactly. That's why I don't want it.
What, for your entire life?
But we know that so what happens, we're always going to be able to afford to feed the dog, regardless.
No matter what the house budget is, Big Brother will always ensure that Ebony is well fed.
About your request for the dog.
Yep.
It'll be arriving tonight. Next to you is a lot of instructions and a book about kelpies. Please take that envelope and read it to all the housemates. Need I remind you, it's very important that the dog is treated well.
You got what?
Important announcement.
Uh-oh. What have you got there? What is it?
It's very important. A bit later, we've got to go to the bedroom and go in there, and when we come out, we're going to have a dog and a kennel. I've got to read this out. So.
Read it out.
So we've got a whole book on it.
Someone's written a book on Australian Kelpie.
They probably had to do that legally.
Okay.
I thought it was strippers' names.
Your new housemate is ready to be welcomed to the Big Brother house. Ebony is a 5-year-old black Kelpie.
5-year-old.
She loves the company of friends, but you must ensure that her arrival is stress-free. This means enabling her to adjust suitably to the environment and her housemates. Big Brother has collated some do's and don'ts and would like you to read these thoroughly so you know precisely how to look after her.
How many?
Enjoy Ebony's company, but always remember to consider her feelings before yours.
The housemates are called into the bedroom while a kennel and their new dog, Ebony, are delivered to the house.
And yeah.
Oh, can you grab the...
You know, Johnny's psychologist said all
What do you want? What do you want?
I'll just get it.
Ebony is waiting in the diary room while the housemates are called back out.
Thanks, Dad.
Sorry, I'll take my time.
Yes, if I'd said that, I couldn't. No, it's not loud enough.
Ben's called to the diary room for a second time.
I think we have to wait. We'll wait here.
Hello. Hello, Ebony. Come here. Come here. Respond. Hello.
If you think Gordon should be evicted from the house, call 1902 555 010. If you want him to stay, vote for either Lisa or Peter. Please note the call costs are 55 cents including GST. Next, Ebony settles into her new home.
Please tell me he wasn't kissing her.
Blair and Ben are no strangers to pets. They both have dogs at home.
Come on. Just walk out.
Come on, Abby.
You keep walking.
Come on.
Take her out the backyard.
Come on. Come on, girl. Come on.
Hey, Ebony.
Have a sniff.
Hello, baby.
Everyone is excited about their new housemate,
Come here,
but they're careful to stay calm and on the
Yeah, might wanna hang a
couch
whiz.
so that Ebony won't be too frightened.
Come on.
So cute.
Yeah. Come on in. Have a walk. Go on. Have a walk.
Hey. Is this a pooper scooper? Is that a pooper
Yeah,
scooper?
that's a pooper scooper.
Hey! How's it work?
Okay, push down on it. Yeah.
So you go, scoop, poop.
And then all the poop.
One at a time, the housemates take their turn with Ebony.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Who's that? Who's that?
Oh, no.
Sarah Marie. Come on. Come with Ebony. Ebony, come on.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Sarah Marie's enthusiasm is well meant, but Blair is running out of patience.
Just let it. I'm not being a mother. I'm just saying let her get used to it by herself. You know, you're not. You know. I'm just. Because otherwise she'll live out here and she won't come inside. If you leave her and she wants some company, she'll come in and get it.
Look at that.
She's cute. I've got no doubt. I'd love to sit out here all night with her, but for her, it's probably better. Come on. Seriously, just give it 20 minutes, give it half an hour. If she doesn't come in, yeah, well, you let her have a sleep. She's the best thing to do is let her sleep. No. Seriously, come on.
Hey, baby. Thanks for having me off.
I'm not telling you off, but you know as well as I do that it'd be good.
Oh, look, she's getting spit.
Pat, Ed. Pat. See you, baby.
See you, Anthony.
She wants to come in. We'll come out later in about half an hour and see how she wants to come in, she'll come in.
Blair was right.
looks like
After
nervous
just a
and
few
tired.
hours, Ebony comes inside.
Should I stay? Johnny's got her. She's cozy.
Mate.
Come on, Eb. That's tomorrow, mate. Tomorrow morning. I know. Throw
You're
that
settling
fucking
in tonight.
sack at him.
Come on, mate. Should be mental in the morning.
Please tell me he wasn't kissing her.
He is.
Of course I am.
You're a pig. How was he kissing her?
The dog licked
I was doing this and she just licked my nose.
And your
Did she lick
lips.
your lips?
Yeah, she
a little
licked
bit.
his lips.
Do you know what she does with that mouth?
Licks her own.
Nah, you have... Wait, Blair, do you like shopping?
What you were doing to me in that room before, mate, with your statue.
Mate, do you like
These
shopping,
ones.
mate? You just bought yourself 2 votes.
If you want Lisa to be evicted from the house, call 1902 555 011. If you want Lisa to stay, vote for either Peter or Gordon. Please note the call costs are 55 cents including GST. Coming up, Lisa gets the eviction jitters.
Love you.
Lisa is spending time away from the others. She's contemplating life outside of Big Brother. Johnny is there to comfort her.
For the last 2 days, while I've been getting really, really annoyed with Flash in particular, and the opportunity has not arisen for me to actually point this out to him, but if it does, I will do so.
I think of these things at the last minute.
Was that before we were given this task, and again, I'm not bitching, I'm merely observing, was that for days and days he would sit there and bitch and say, I wish if people would get up and start doing group activities, I wish if people would do something, blah, 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 blah. We're given this task, which he wanted to bet 75% of, and we're given the task. He doesn't like the task was a bit stressful, it was a bit difficult, whatever. But suddenly he wanted to lounge around and sit by the pool and do nothing but sunbake.
Oh, he's a hypocrite.
And I'm thinking, well, hang on a minute. Here are the girls only a few days ago, and the guys, whoever, wanted to sit around and do nothing, and you wanted to give them a hard time about it. Yet we're given a task, and you want to now go off and lie in the sun. Well, that's fine. That's your choice. That's your prerogative. But don't give the girls a hard time for doing the same thing a few days earlier.
I was actually lying here just now when I opened this book, and I thought, well, hey, you know, I'm up for nomination. And I thought, yeah, I'm comfortable to go to the room and read now. Whereas before it was like, oh, I might miss something, might miss out on an interesting conversation, yada, yada, yada. Whereas now it's like, oh, I think I've heard the most things. I've done the late night things and listened to or tried to partake of the conversation. Yeah. So I'm like, well, I haven't missed much.
No, you haven't.
But it really makes you appreciate your friends, and that's why they're your friends, because you've got stuff in common with them. And it's so challenging being in a group of people where you don't have stuff in common. Like what we've got in common is the fact that we're in this house.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And just looking at it and just knowing that something like that's in here, it's just awesome.
Hello.
And she's so cute. See what I mean about leaving her? She wanted to come inside because you went out and hassled her again.
No, she's sitting next to me because I made friends with her.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what sort of I feel sometimes like just working with like Lisa for those 3 days in the room made me realise how different we really are.
Do you know which is the best example of anything with life, and I can totally hear where you're coming from, is that that we're all so different. I would despise, I would hate nothing more in the world than if everyone was exactly like me.
Oh yeah.
And I'd hate if everyone was just like you. And I'd hate if everyone was like you.
But I hate the fact, I don't hate the fact, like, I'm building similarities. Ben and I are similar, but we're totally different.
I know.
Okay? But I feel I'm very similar to Gemma, right?
To who?
To Gemma. In my ways and her ways, we're very similar. But there's something about her that is so much like me that I can't stand. I can't stand her being like me because I'm disgusted at myself that I know that I'm like that.
Really?
Yeah, there's just little parts about everyone. And I'm picking her because it's just more blatant in my mind with her. I love her to death, but
that's not
it's just something.
a nasty thing about Lisa.
No, I'm not.
It's just, I just got, like, I'm glad I did it because I got to know her more, but everything's so serious and conversation is so well spoken. I'm like, chill out. But it can't be. My advice for that, and I'm like, whoa, this is too much for me. I don't understand all your words.
Just say what you think.
Hey?
Just say what you think.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
I can stay in bed like I did today till 11:30. It's great.
Yeah, I'll try and sleep in tomorrow, I reckon. And then exercise with Jim.
Love you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I do appreciate talking so much.
No, I'm serious, just to bounce off.
Yeah, our
my
conversations
own
flow
thoughts.
and we don't have to think about them and they just occur and they're easy.
Yeah.
Which is good. They're not forced.
No. Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
While the rest of the house has gone to sleep, Sarah Marie stays back in the lounge to comfort their new housemate. It could be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
Good night. Oh, sorry, I hurt you. There you go. The dog snores really, really badly.
G'day, Betters here. Catch more news and gossip from the Big Brother house with regular updates on Triple M or read about it in the Sunday Herald Sun.
This program brought to you from Dreamworld, the home of Big Brother.